In the land of the pharaohs, where gods walked among mortals and secrets were etched in stone, a story was lost to the sands of time. This is not a tale of kings born to rule, but of a destiny forged in courage and wisdom. Our story begins within the hallowed walls of the Karnak temple, a place where history itself seemed to breathe. Here lived a boy named Kale, just 15 summers old. Dressed in simple linen, he served the priests, his hands tracing the hieroglyphs that told tales of gods and glorious pharaohs. He felt a strange connection to these ancient stories. I whisper from a past he could not name. To all, he was just an orphan, found as a babe at the temple gates, but fate had a grander design for him. One dawn, as the first rays of his sun chariot kissed the Nile, Kale was sent to clean a long-forgotten chamber. Dust motes danced in the golden light, revealing a scroll sealed not with clay, but with the sigil of a serpent and sun, the mark of a forgotten dynasty. His heart pounded as he unrolled the brittle papyrus. The script was ancient, a prophecy spoken by the priests of Thoth. It foretold of a time of shadows, when a leader would be chosen not by the blood of kings, but by the purity of his heart and the strength of his spirit. The prophecy spoke of a child, marked by a scar shaped like a lotus, who would unite the two lands and usher in an age of enlightenment. Kale's hand instinctively went to his shoulder, to the lotus-shaped birthmark he had hidden his entire life. A wave of fear and wonder washed over him. Could it be? Was this his destiny? That night, his sleep was a canvas for divine visions. He saw Anubis, the guide of souls, who showed him not the path to the afterlife, but the path to his own inner strength. He saw Horus, the falcon god, whose eyes held the fire of leadership. He woke not as a boy, but as someone standing on the precipice of greatness. He now understood that the gods were not just figures on temple walls, they were guiding forces within him. The prophecy wasn't a command, but a challenge. He had to prove himself worthy. He began to study with a new fervor. He devoured scrolls on law, agriculture, and military strategy. He listened to the whispers of the people in the marketplace, understanding their hopes and their hardships. He learned that true power wasn't about wearing a crown, but about lifting the burdens of others. His mentors, the temple priests, watched in awe. They saw wisdom in his eyes that belied his years, a compassion that flowed as freely as the Nile itself. He was no longer just Kale the orphan, he was becoming a leader. The moment of truth arrived unexpectedly. A great dispute over water rights threatened to plunge two powerful regions into civil war. The current pharaoh, old and weary, could not find a solution. Kale, armed with his knowledge and a deep sense of justice, stepped forward. He spoke not with the arrogance of youth, but with the clarity of truth. He proposed a brilliant system of canals and reservoirs, a solution that was fair to all and would bring prosperity instead of conflict. The people and the nobles listened, captivated by his wisdom. Word of the boy from the temple spread like a flood. In the grand throne room, before the court of Egypt, Kale stood. He wore not the simple linen of a servant, but the royal garments of his ancestors, shimmering with gold and lapis lazuli, which the priests had kept hidden for him. He stood before his people, the prophecy fulfilled. He was not a king by birthright, but a pharaoh chosen by destiny. This was the dawn of a new era, an age not just of power, but of peace, knowledge, and compassion. A forgotten story now remembered, of the boy who became a king, the young pharaoh. Thank you for joining us on this journey back in time. If you were inspired by Kale's story, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more forgotten legends from history. We'll see you next time.